everyone. Welcome to Restless Barbarian Gaming. Thank you for watching. Tonight we are playing some Werewolf the Apocalypse. This is our series called Controlled Burn, and this is the Season 2 finale. I want to thank everybody again for watching. It's your first time here. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Please be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Let's go ahead and meet our players and find out who they're playing. We're going to start with Matt tonight.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Brian Greenwood, child of Gaia Theurge, who is right now trying to wonder what sort of spirits have whisked Otto away.
Spoiler.
Yeah. If they paid attention to last week, they would know.
That's true. That's true. All righty. Let's meet somebody who said they were whiskers, but they look very different.
Hi. Also, I just want to mention it's not a spoiler. You know, if you're watching the episodes out of order, it's really your fault for the spoiler. But also, hi, my name is Whispers. I was in the middle of trying out a cosplay makeup. That's why I don't look like Diana today, the person I'm playing in a werewolf game.
Right. And Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Otto Miller, the one who was kidnapped by ice spirits. And and I'm just dealing with whiplash because of Whispers makeup that I was not expecting when they just popped up. And second, the fact that we are starting out this episode with a Dolly Parton quote.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And how about Jen? Who are you?
I am playing Alice Monroe, and she is a librarian. She became a werewolf at 40 and did not know why that happened, but she's getting used to things.
Some odd things are afoot in the universe. Well, yeah, let's jump in. Let's give you kind of a quick recap from last week. The pack were in the cabin at the Werewolf Sept. Werewolf Cairn. The Sept is the organization. They were trying to ride out the storm that was coming in. The cabin was being assailed by heavy winds and ice, and then some pesky little creatures. I guess they're not really little. They're a little bit bigger than that, but they were pawing at the windows and asking Otto if he wanted to come out and play. And, well, he did. He opened the window and jumped out, and they picked him up and they whisked him up into the air. And that's where we're picking up with in the cabin. In the cabin.
Yeah, I suppose it was better to be me than everyone else who was slowly losing their minds.
It probably was, honestly. If it had been maybe one of the Brave Ridge, well, first of all, they probably would have attacked versus stop scraping. Sorry, I just heard scraping, so I was being nosy. Yeah, no problem. I'm just teasing. We come back into the cabin where Alice has heard the noise of like a window opening. For whatever reason, she happened to pick up that sound. Most of the werewolves in the cabin were trying to sleep amidst the storm. But you're like, I think I heard something open, and then you definitely feel the wind. The sound of the wind is now pushing against the bedroom door.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door because someone might be in there sleeping. I don't know, but I don't know why they'd open the window.
All you hear is the wind.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go in.
And I closed the window behind me.
But now it's open for some reason.
Yeah, it's open.
I believe there was a dresser in front of the door, so it couldn't be open.
Like a small one, like a small dresser.
There was, and that was it was put in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And Alice steps in and spies this creature that's about, I'd say about 5.5 feet tall, kind of lean, white, silverish features, and it's. The best description would be it's kind of dancing around. You see a dresser has been kind of pushed to the side,
Mm.
and the wind is blowing in, and this creature's like, "Hi, do you want to come out and play?
What are you?
I'm a spirit of ice and cold. It's time to
Oh,
join us."
I don't know. That's a
Kind of starts
lot.
stepping forward you.
What? What do you need?
Well, we already took your friend out to play. Why don't you come and join us? Come on.
Which friend? What's he look like?
And it briefly describes Otto.
Oh God, what did he do? Okay.
In that it was the big tall guy who was in here.
Oh boy. Where did you take him? Or your friends took him? Or someone
Oh,
took
come
him?
on, you ask too many questions.
I'm a librarian. What do you want?
Or I say, Diana, you hear Alice talking to somebody.
Leander like grumbles and walks up, just like, Alice, what?
Something's in here,
Mm,
and it talks.
mm. Why is the window open?
I don't know. Well, I have a guess, but I don't know.
He closed it on the way out, but we thought this is a time to come in now that we've been invited.
What does
Well,
invited mean to
I was
you?
like, well, I never.
That the window is
invited
opened,
them.
so that means we can come in.
Oh, this is going to be really difficult for you. There's a lot of us werewolves in here.
Anybody? Okay, Diana, you see her having this conversation with this what
Yeah.
I'm guessing is one of the elementals that
Yeah.
they were talking about earlier.
Diana's gonna like close the door behind her. It
Just
just,
Behind her. Okay.
Just like you can stay in here.
yeah, it's just like, Alice, sweetheart, I'm going to assume you're doing something with the spirit, so I'm just gonna lock the door again.
Okay.
Okay, so you took Alice out to talk to her,
Oh, no.
or
No,
okay, or you
basically-
closed the door with Alice in there?
Diana's gonna stay in the room, but she closes the door and moves
gotcha.
the dresser back.
Oh,
in
okay.
front of
Okay.
it.
Alright,
okay.
Yeah.
And the spirit says that thing was really heavy.
Yeah. Bet it was.
But you should move it because more of us want to come in.
No, that's not going to happen.
Why not?
Because the. Oh boy, you have walked into a place with so many werewolves, and they're not all really kind to people that they don't know.
Well, I'm not people, so
Well, whatever. It's just. I don't even know where to start.
and they're like, "You are so boring."
I said, librarian, what do you
Ah,
want?
and it kind of starts to stomp over to the window.
Okay.
It's like, all right, don't say we didn't ask. And it kind of, it's wet. Its fingers. It looked like it was already starting to melt a little bit from being inside with some of the heat.
Okay.
You see, it's like
Yeah.
it's wet finger claws are trying to like lift up the window.
I'm gonna go help him open the window.
Okay.
Up you go.
All right.
Don't melt.
We'll see you later. It kind of just slips out.
What the hell is that thing?
Close the window before we talk. Now, maybe one of the ice spirits that.
Well, it
Brian
looked like it was
spoke to
made
him?
of ice, so maybe.
So I think this room should be off limits because we don't know if it can leave this room or come back. But whatever it is, someone invited it in this room, and we should go do a pack total to see who's missing.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Go walk around, see who's sleeping where and
Okay.
Yeah.
who's not
Ju-
here.
Just about everybody is up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anyone who's in lupus is like now up at that door.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was in there?
Is there something in the hallway that like after we leave I can push like in front of the door?
Not really. no,
Okay.
Oh.
no.
The door
Yeah.
opens in, so it won't help
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
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 Sure.
There was something in there, some kind of ice thing that came in the window and talked. Didn't make a lot of sense.
While you guys are thinking about that, we're gonna go outside.
Mhm.
We're just really, Otto was only out there for like a couple seconds before he was whisked away.
Mhm.
These three elementals have flown up into the air and they've kind of glided over the roof, and then they start gliding down the other side of the cabin. And then, as they're gliding, they go, wee, and they let go of Otto. Now he's
What?
only about 20, 30 feet up in the air. So,
Okay.
and there's
Okay.
snow, on the ground. But he's a bomb. He's now heading
Okay.
towards.
Um.
I believe he was in Glabro.
Yes, I'm currently in Glabro.
Okay.
Can
What
I
would
like
you
grab?
like to do?
Can I like try and grab onto a tree branch or
You
something?
can. Yeah. One that would be. Let's go athletics and dex.
Okay.
Difficulty 7 because it's windy
Athletics, Dex. Okay.
and dark.
4 successes.
Oh, all right. He
Wow.
grabs it and spins around like a gymnast,
Yeah.
and
Dang.
then jumps down and then does like the superhero landing.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And I
And then you-
howl.
Yeah. Oh. As you come down and you're like doing the superhero landing, looking at the ground, you see a human hand, reach into your vision.
Like out of the cold or the snow
Mhm.
or what?
Well, more from your side, from your peripheral vision.
Okay.
Like it's like someone has walked up to you and put their hand
Okay.
out.
I'll like take a cautious, a quick but cautious like step away and sort of like whip my head in the direction of the hand.
Okay. You see the figure that you've recognized in the robe with the hawk feathers on their arms, but they have a face.
Oh.
And it is a young man, maybe a little bit older than you. Kind of a tough, weather-beaten face, but they still have a smile on their face. They're reaching out to you. They're like, "Are you okay?" They have a little bit of a French accent.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm just a little on edge.
They push the hood back a little bit, and you see he kind of has like short brown hair, and at a quick glance you're like, this looks like my uncle Scott. I mean, there's a uncanny resemblance.
Who are
And
you?
my name is Louis Hawkwind, and I am your great-great-grandfather.
Okay.
He's like, let's get out of the wind, and we can talk a little bit.
Okay, sure, let's do that.
It's
That
gonna
sounds
kinda-
like a good plan.
He's gonna kind of lead you back to the cabin, where there is kind of like a small back patio, not much, but enough that there's a kind of a covered spot. And he actually takes off his robe and kind of puts it over your shoulders, and you see he's just dressed in like buckskins, not much more than that, but he seems more concerned about you than anything, so he puts this robe over you.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to be able to interact with a dead guy, but thanks for the cloak.
He's going to tell you a story about his past. His mother was of the Huron tribe, and his father was a French Canadian fur trapper. His father rejected him when he was born for looking too native, so he lived with his mother's people.
What an asshole!
Years later, his father was leading a wolf hunt, and that was about the time that Louis had his first change. And he was forced to eventually hunt down his father to protect his pack. And this is the memory, or the dream was a memory that you witnessed.
Aha.
So that was you. I was like looking through your eyes.
Yes. Yeah.
It felt like I was just there.
In game terms, you are going to gain a ancestor background, 1 dot. So you now have an ancestor you can call upon.
Okay. I will make note of that then.
He goes on to tell you that you're the first Geru in several generations. That you have kinfolk of the Wendigo tribe, but that Northwind has chosen you for a particular reason, to be a warrior and to right injustices. Says you are an outsider among your own people, almost as I was, but you have a strength that will help you get through it, and you'll rely on your pack to give you strength.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm sorry, this is a lot.
He's like, it wasn't there wasn't a good time to really approach you, but I felt now was. You seem like you were in the most danger with those elementals, so I wanted to try to get to you when I could.
Thanks for kind of giving me a heads up about Moon Eye, I suppose, with your grand gesture.
Yep. There are some among our kind that we cannot trust, and I hate to leave you as being paranoid all the time, but
I mean, to be fair, I'm already a pretty paranoid guy, so you're just piling on, man.
He says you ought to get inside. I think your pack may be looking for you.
That sounds like a good plan. Well, thanks for the talk, Grandpa.
Yep. And he lets you keep the robe, and he just kind of walks out into the darkness and the storm and just disappears.
All right.
Meanwhile, inside, while they're trying to figure out who's missing.
Mhm.
Yeah, Otto's just compartmentalizing all of that.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like while all that was happening, Diana was like going around, like looking at the packs, looking who's there. And then
I mean, it's not heavy math.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
heavy math.
Yeah.
But, like,
There's
Diana,
only so many of us.
yeah, Diana just double checked and just goes, "Where the fuck is Otto?"
Have you told anyone else that the elemental was in the cabin?
I haven't.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I don't. Yeah,
You don't have to. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I think Diana would pull Alice and Brian like into. You know what? back into the kitchen. Apparently, this is the meeting spot for this.
Yeah, right.
The kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, Diana's just gonna pull you both by your shirt while looking at the other pack. You're like, oh look, a pie's in the oven.
Oh no.
Walks in.
Mother's dream pops up. Pie?
Yeah.
Cheetos? What?
Yeah. And once we're in the kitchen, Diana's just gonna like, Alice, would you explain whatever you were talking to our local spirit person?
Yeah, it was a creature made of ice. Apparently opened the window in the bedroom, and
Wait, the spirit opened the window?
I guess? I don't know. I think that's what it said.
I thought
And
this place was protected against that.
I don't know. I don't know what happened exactly with that, but it was asking me to come outside with it and all this kind of stuff. And I eventually just convinced it that it had walked into a cabin full of werewolves and maybe doesn't want to be here. You know?
Oh,
Well, some of the spirits would find that a challenge. Others would flee in terror or in whatever.
Right. Yeah. It was not
this-
real happy, and it was kind of, I don't know what.
But it didn't
wanted
seem
from me.
afraid?
No, it didn't seem afraid at all.
what I got
guess-
from half the conversation was someone, Otto, invited the spirits into the house.
Oh, Lord.
It's just one now.
That doesn't matter. Well, it might matter. Brian wants to rack his brains for a moment to see if we're in really bad trouble here, because if Otto lets something in, it could let others in. I don't know what I'm gonna guess. I need to make a roll to determine whether or not this is really good or really bad.
Okay. Otto, are you going to be coming back?
Well, yeah, I'm basically like on the back porch or whatever.
Okay,
So
just-
yeah, I will.
You'd
I'm
have to
assuming
basically
there's-
kind of walk around.
Yes, I figured I'll like walk around to the front and well, I know there's windows, so instead of knocking, I'll just like press my face up against the window and maybe scare someone on the other side.
All right. I'm going to have Brian make his roll first, and then we're going to have Otto's dramatic return.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you trying to do there, Brian?
I just want to. And the player doesn't know this either. That's the problem. Whether or not Otto's invitation is going to compromise our safety. Like, can the spirits come in now willy-nilly, or is it limited to that spirit? Like, the player doesn't know, so character in this case isn't going to know either, although he probably has more knowledge about this than I do.
Well, you don't know if it's true if he did invite them in.
I'm assuming he did. I'm going to go from what Diana said, that Otto, it seems like half of it says that Otto invited him. Because I don't think the spirits could get in without an invitation. That much seemed fairly clear. So I'm wondering what happens now, essentially.
Okay. It's beyond your pay grade at the moment. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not at that, like. I mean, you know their spirits. You can communicate with them.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning that they all have their own personalities.
Right.
These ice elementals seem to be tricksters of a kind, but you don't know that. Okay, well, did they just lie and just came in, or were they truly invited? What was there something that was done that essentially broke a seal and
Right.
Let them in? So that part you don't quite know.
All right. Well, then that's what I will have to talk to one of the other theurges about. Mother's,
Moon Eye and
not
Dire.
Moon Eye.
Yeah.
I know what isn't our what's our bone gnar? Mother's
Oh, she's a Ragabash.
Ragabash. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought she was also theurge. All right. Then I'm going to. I will inform our companions that look, I don't know what has happened. I don't know what Otto did, and until we know what he did, we have to assume that the spirits might be able to get in. I mean, if they were in once, they could get in again. We may have to seal that door somehow, so they can't leave that room.
Mm-hmm.
But that room should probably be off limits for the time being.
Yeah. Do we wish to share this information with the other pact, or do we want to keep this in our pocket?
Well, let's find Otto first. I think that's primary.
And
After that,
I want to know.
after
Otto,
that, we can figure out.
Otto, are you attempting to move up to the window stealthily? Or are you
No,
just
I
going
just
up
like
laying low?
press my face up against it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. You press your face up, and that is when you kind of put your face up. Mother's Dream barks real loud and goes running over, like, you know, and then everyone kind of turns to the window and sees Otto outside.
well, I guess we're gonna go up in the window.
Well, let's
Well,
take
open
him
the
out
door.
to Diavolo.
Open the door.
Oh,
Yeah,
door.
they open the fucking door.
Was he? And okay, I'm confused. Was he by the window with the room with the?
No,
I'm
no.
I'm
it's
by
the
one
front.
of the window. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
by one of the
There's-
windows
yeah,
at the
yeah,
front
there's a-
of the
there's a-
cabin.
Yeah, there's windows at the front of the
Okay,
cabin,
so I'll just let him in.
Yeah, the bedroom door is still closed. You can't.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as I walk in, I'll revert back to my Hamid form.
Yeah.
What happened to you? Where did you go?
The ice spirits picked me up and then dropped me like 30 feet in the air.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I caught myself on a branch. I'm good. But yeah, we should definitely avoid letting them do that.
Yeah. Well, one of them got in.
You got in.
Got in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What went on with the spirits? I mean, how did it get in after you left?
Well, I opened the window, got out, closed the window behind me, and more or less immediately they took off with me into the air.
Did you invite one in?
No. I
Okay.
specifically told them that I'd be going out, but I'd be the only one going out.
Dyer speaks up and says, "Opening the window sounded like an invitation to them."
Yeah, I'm
Well,
betting.
I don't think that. Well, clearly they don't know the definition of an invitation.
It's like, no, they're
They're spirits. They
They're-
don't really follow social conventions.
Right. I kind of chased it out.
and something's making them more aggressive.
How'd
than
you
they
chase it
normally
out?
would be.
Yelled at it a lot.
Harsh
Fair enough, I
language.
guess.
Yeah, she
Also,
did. She
from
used
what
harsh
I'm-
language, but not
what I'm
vulgar. She was not
understanding-
vulgar.
No.
Alice just made it so bored.
Yes.
No,
It
yep. They
It
were
fled into
they were
her.
getting on. Yeah, they were getting on me about that. Also, I was like asking a bunch of questions, and they were like, "Why are you so boring?"
Yeah. Well.
So apparently, they don't like when you ask questions.
No, they just
I
want to
guess.
play
Or,
Or
apparently
do whatever-
Or
or freeze
They're not
people to
like-
death. I don't know.
Yes, whatever their definition of playing is.
Yeah, well, it's a little harsh. Apparently, you found out that the hard way.
Yes, I mean, definitely could have ended worse, but for sure.
All right. Sorry, Brian wants to go back to the room where Otto was.
Mhm.
We shut the door, right?
Mhm.
yes.
All right. I'm going to open it and look in
Mhm.
and see if anything's come back.
The
Okay.
floor is wet, but nothing came back.
Okay.
It started to melt, I think.
Yeah,
It
and it's
started to
warm in here.
melt?
That's obviously going to be an issue for them. So they
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to survive in here long.
Yeah.
If they're winter or ice spirits, they're going to the ambient, just the heat alone is going to quote unquote kill them. They're going to want to get out of here before they lose any corporeal form and have to go back to the umbral side of things.
Right. They're
Um,
asking me to go with them. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
that
do
was
it.
But-
that was the smart answer, I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
Are
well,
there any candles in the cabin?
Sure.
Yeah, you watch as y'all are just talking. Diana's just lighting a shit ton of candles and putting them on windowsills. And like fully like speaking in Greek and got like some like parsley, just throwing it at the windows after speaking something in Greek.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No one seems to the only ones who kind of seem to understand what you're doing is maybe the Theurges. They kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Moon Eye's kind of like, all right, that looks like a, something to keep them out or something.
Yeah. For like purpose things in Greek culture, when you light a candle and put it in a windowsill and throw parsley at it, you are basically saying "fuck you" to the Fae. You're not allowed in this place, and creating a ward of enchantments around your windows.
Well, I don't know if we're dealing with Fae, but
I don't think
I-
it looks
yeah.
like a fae.
To be
I was saying,
fair, in
but
more
I like
general
the
idea,
sentiment. I like the
it's
sentiment at the very
trickster
least.
spirits. If you want to be more generalized with, the tradition.
They're very dire. We'll say they're being very bold tonight because the veil is so thin between these worlds. Normally they wouldn't probably be this bold as just assume they were welcomed inside. So
Yeah. Well, Diana, regardless of whether that works or not, I still have to applaud you for the audacity of just telling the spirits to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. You also watch as Diana's just like grumbling and green, just like being annoyed. What time is it, by the way?
it's probably close to midnight at this rate. I mean,
Wonderful.
yeah.
You watch
We got a
as
couple more
Diana
hours.
just
Yeah.
goes in their bag, pulls out a baggie with a rat, like a mouse in it, and just lights more candles and green, sacrifices a fucking rat, and then just goes, "I'm going back to bed."
Okay.
Well,
Also,
I hope Owl appreciates that.
we didn't do our weekly thing, and I just gotta do a mouse anyways while we were in the forest earlier, but kind of got busy by window.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Is to appease Owl. Chainbreaker is really kind of starting to assert himself again, saying, "Look, no more opening any damn windows. No going outside. Everybody just settle down. We just got to get through the rest of this night."
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also, moving forward, we might want to take shifts so someone doesn't pull an auto. And Dinah's gonna look you directly in the eyes.
Fair enough. To be fair, at the time I was the only one not actively losing my mind.
All right. We are we're going to advance things a little bit. You can take shifts. You can keep an eye out. Nothing happens the rest of the evening. By the time the sun comes up the next morning, the majority of the storm has blown through. There's a little more snow on the ground, couple more inches, but by morning, the majority of the wind has kind of blown through. It appears to be that the storm has finally gone through. So if anyone needs to go out and go potty, the wolves can go outside, but it would appear the storm has finally now passed.
Oh, that's good.
That morning when Diana checks the makeshift altar, is the mouse gone? Is that
No.
normal? Okay. Yeah, Diana's just gonna ignore the altar that she put on the kitchen table and just gonna fuck, we need to eat breakfast there. We're eating breakfast in the living room today. And Diana's just gonna start cooking breakfast.
I forget
Okay.
what was the Shadow Lord's name?
Shadow Lords, strikes twice, I believe.
Strikes twice. That was it.
Yeah.
I remember last time he sort of grumpily just trudged off to the bathroom. Did he just hang out there all night? I'm just curious.
No, he probably came out at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, because there's a lot of people here. So excuse me, a lot of wolves here. So not everybody wants to go outside in the storm.
Right.
But yeah, so you have now survived this night. Your intentions were that once the storm was past, was to then try to find this Garal, to make sure that it has not woken up.
Yes.
Or if it has, try to put it back to sleep.
Yep. Or convince it to not be a rage-filled,
Yeah.
vengeful
Go back to bed.
creature.
You can relax.
Yeah.
So I believe Brian had found directions on how to
Yes.
find it.
Yep.
And then you need to go into the Umbra at
Once
some
we get
point.
there.
Mhm,
Yeah.
to go down in the ice tunnels
Yep.
to find it. So
We need to bring something shiny along, so we can do that.
yes, you each need a shiny object to be able to step sideways.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something shiny.
Something shiny.
And I believe that is a Gnosis roll, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Yep.
You got anything shiny enough in the cabin we can use?
Spoons, some small.
Just act like a bunch of magpies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all looking at spoons, Diana just pulls out their phone.
Or
Yeah.
your phone, a
Phone,
mirror,
yeah. Uh-huh.
you know,
An old
whatever.
timey
Oh, wait.
compact.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, hold on. Diana has their bag on them. Diana just pull out their phone. Diana just puts their laptop on and opens the camera app.
Okay.
Mm,
Alice has on her
Well,
keyring.
we're not going to
What?
do that till we get there. We're not going to go
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to go there
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Right, yeah. So Alice
Don't
has
do it now.
on her keyring a key to a library she no longer works at, so it's shiny and she doesn't need it.
as long as it's reflective, because you
It
need to be able
is,
to
yeah,
see
it's
your
very
reflection
shiny.
in it. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want the Brave Ridge, any of them, to come with you?
Definitely.
Want to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. They will.
We don't know how much help we're going to need to put this bear to sleep if it's awake.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Secretly, Otto is really hoping to see Chainbreaker just really kick some ass.
Okay. So Halima and Mountain Runner will stay at the cabin.
Yeah.
Right.
There's some repairs that need to be done. Just around the cabin, some tree branches and things like that need to get cleaned up. So they'll kind of take care of that. It is going to be probably a 2-mile hike across the park. Roads are closed. There's no driving. The caverns are kind of at the base of the mountain. It's easy enough to find if you know where you're going. Any signs, anything like that, have either been blown over or buried beneath the snow. But Brian has an idea where he's going, but I'm going to need some rolls.
Can I actually do something?
You can try.
Can
Yeah.
Diana try another inspirational speech with leadership to override the stamina checks if we're gonna make us do those?
I think that's a good idea.
Look,
All right.
Yeah,
no, that's a good idea.
yeah,
Charisma and leadership.
yeah. You always make me do a speech, so I might as well do it before I roll.
You don't have to make the speech. It's up to you.
It's tradition now.
They gotta.
Diana is just gonna. It's also the final. I need to give the inspirational speech. Diana's gonna look and be like, okay, we have a game plan. We know what we're doing. Information on the spirit, and we have backup for once. So, we got this. The urges, preferably keep the spirit down. Help us keep it calm. Those of you who are more fighters, stay in the back line. We'll call upon you if we need any form of restraint. Please do not try to do damage. We are not trying to anger. And as always, as of the pack tradition of us here, I believe we said the Pathfinders is our pack name.
Yeah.
Yep.
As our tradition as the Pathfinders, if we win, I will make you all your favorite dessert with hot chocolate because it's winter. And do your best. I believe in you all. And so now let's go kick some spirit fucking ass.
Yay.
All right.
The fact
Okay.
I just realized I never pulled up. Give me a second to get into the rolling program. That might have been important to pull up before this.
It's like, I know this dramatic moment is slightly undercut by having to pull up my character sheet, but we're just gonna keep it with that.
You know what? Just ignore this section. Just focus on the fuck the spirits part of the speech. Okay, charisma.
And,
no, I wanna use...
Yep, charisma
Ow.
and leadership.
And may I use my specialty in leading a group of people?
You certainly may.
Four successes.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
They listen to you. They seem to be starting to accept you as a leader, and they will have an easier time getting across the terrain, where things were going to be a difficulty 7. They're now going to be a 6. So I will allow that. And I want to see if there's something Mother's Touch can do, and I don't remember what Scent of Running Water does, and I want to look that one up because I think that helps with something too. So I want to. Nope, never mind. That's more masking your scent to make you hard to track. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
All right, that does not apply. All right. For Brian, I will let you choose between. Is there he doesn't necessarily need to talk to the spirits to be able to go there, but is there any kind of ritual or anything like that he wants to try to tap into?
I don't really have much in the way of the rituals.
Rites or whatever they are.
Yeah. I'm looking at my notes here. I have a moot rite of the open cairn, and talisman dedication. None of these would apply here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get more of that stuff, but we need
that's
time
fine.
and experience.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
So,
Okay. So really, then everyone is going to be then making stamina and survival rolls to get across the frozen tundra. It's not really a tundra, but so
Can I argue my specialty in track and field since we're learn to run in different weather conditions?
are we going in lupus form, or are we?
I don't know.
that was the first thing. Is I want to find what form you guys are going in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, lupus is going to be helpful for any kind of stamina.
Yeah.
And if something does pop up.
Yeah.
Or Hispo. Either way,
I think
Hispo would also work too.
Diana's gonna attempt to move into Hispo.
Yeah, I think Otto will also try and transform into Hispo because that provides the most advantages at this given time.
I'll do the same.
So make those rolls, my friends.
Hispo.
Shape change.
See if I can find it.
This one. Hispo.
That might be mine. It's a lot of green. I don't know.
I'm saying we got a lot of dice going on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Wait.
I can't tell.
Well,
it's lagged.
Diana failed.
Yeah, it lagged a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think too many of us trying to roll for.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it choked. Okay, so Mother's Dream.
I
is
have like
successful.
4 rolls for shape change.
Okay. Diana, it's taking you a little longer to.
Can't even tell which one.
Yeah.
Try it without. God, that lag is awful.
Yeah.
Okay. You only need 1 to shape change, right?
Well, you know what's funny is
for this one we need 3.
3. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the form is 3 steps away from our current form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what I'm going to rule is, in this case, it's taking you longer to change. If this was like a stressful situation, like combat or something, yeah, I'd probably be enforcing. You had to have 3 successes. But in this case, you're not in a super hurry.
Yeah, we can take our time for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. Okay. So you set out across the frozen wasteland. Not really a wasteland. I just like saying that.
It might feel like a wasteland right now because of how much snow there is.
Yeah, there is a ton of snow. There's a lot of downed trees. So it normally would probably be about a 7 to get through here, but Diana's speech helped you.
There we go. I rolled the
emboldened.
survival check.
Okay. Yep. That's what I wanted to see.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah. Yep. And yeah, you get 4 successes. So he takes off, kind of leading the way.
I figured it would be better to do that. I mean, Brian knows supposedly where we're going, so hopefully I don't get us lost.
Okay. The Mother's Dream is going to roll. Let's see how she does.
We all need to roll survival checks, correct?
Yeah. Yep. Stamina and survival. So.
Let me see if I can find where that went.
Mother's Dream got 4. Okay. I got 3 from Otto.
I got 3.
Did you ever say if my track and
There it
field
is.
training of running through different weather conditions would help me in this situation?
Yeah, I'll let you.
Cool.
All right. What are we rolling?
She needs every help.
What are we rolling?
Needs all the help she can get.
You are.
Oh, 5.
Yeah. Okay, Jen, you're gonna roll. You're gonna click on survival.
Okay, let me find it. I found it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you're gonna choose stamina,
Stamina. Okay.
and then difficulty 6.
Okay.
It's a lot of dice.
A lot of dice.
Yep. You keep up. You're kind of at the back. But the Brave Ridge are kind of all around you. They're all just straight lupus at this point.
Okay.
You do find your way to a snow-covered trail that does lead to these caves that are in the mountain. There is a heavy pileup of snow, though, blocking the essentially the entrance. You can see a little bit of a gap of where there's no snow and kind of a natural door almost. But to get through there, you're either going to have to remove the snow, or Winnie the Pooh sneak, kind of crawl between the snow and kind of drop inside.
Yeah.
Dig, 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 dig.
We got enough of
dig.
wolves out here. We can dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Let's try digging out the snow.
Okay. You have 10 wolves.
It should be easy.
Within about 20 minutes,
Okay.
you guys have removed enough snow that you, in your lupus forms or hispo, it's going to be a little tighter squeeze, unless you want to dig out more snow.
I'm fine with squeezing through. It doesn't bother
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, we're not
I
so good
find-
at changing forms.
It's a dirt area this one. You may as well stay, right?
Yeah.
In my
Well,
head,
well,
it's funny. Y'all are squeezing and Diana's like, oh, perfect fit. Pick the smallest.
You crawl inside. It is dark within this first tunnel, with just the sunlight coming in to light the way. You do have better vision in dark, but not complete darkness, which you anticipate at some point there will be total darkness.
Yeah.
So that begs the question: would somebody have a flashlight with them if they switch back to their Hamid form? Because at some point you may need a light source.
I mean, arguably, since I said Diana was packing for the trip, it would make sense that she brought flashlights. We brought hand warmers.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
but you're going to have to be in some sort
Yeah.
of
Hamid
Glabro.
Yeah.
Kranos, you're not really going to have the control of it. So either Glabro or Hamid to be able to
Mhm.
hold the flashlight and direct it. So
Well, I think now that we're inside the caves, we could having one of us that way isn't going to kill our momentum, as it were.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Sound good, Diana?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, moving onward.
Good point, Lemmy.
Phone lights could work too.
Okay. Once you're in here, the trail leads kind of deeper into the mountain. The ground is very slippery because a lot of moisture and got in here and then has frozen. So it's gonna go back to being difficult to moving through here. When do you want to step sideways?
Wasn't there some sort of river or something I thought we were looking for? Or a lake? Or wasn't there water?
Well,
something we were supposed to look for?
No, it's the tunnels are frozen.
Okay.
So there's kind of like ice stalactites and stalagmites and that kind of thing. But yeah, that will eventually lead you to where you think you're going to. But there's not necessarily an underground river or anything like that.
Okay, I thought there was. I might be misremembering. So, all right, group, what do we think? Go now or try to move on ahead, go into the Umber closer to where the bear might be?
I don't know much about the Umber.
Sorry, go on, Diana.
Oh yeah. If I believe right, the only way that we can actually get there is in the Umber. If I remember what you were saying, it was the owl who gave us that information.
I believe it was.
Yes.
So I mean, we can go into the Umber here and now, and then continue forward through. But there could be other dangers here, or we can try to continue in the real world and go into the Umber once we're closer. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. I just want to know how does the group feel about entering the Umbra now instead of later?
I say might as well just enter the Umbra now.
Okay.
We've already met
Personally.
spirits, I guess. Why
And
not?
from what I understand, the only way we'll be able to actually find the place or know we're close is in the Umbra.
Fair enough. All right,
Okay.
then let's go now, and before we have to traverse more of this treacherous cavern.
Yeah. We don't want
So-
anyone slipping on the ice, you know.
So
Yeah.
you're each gonna need to look into your reflective surface
Okay.
and concentrate. In game terms, this is a Gnosis roll. It's going to be a difficulty 5 because
Okay.
the veil is thinner here. Not as thin as it was the night before, but okay. So
I got 0.
0. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
You do not get in.
Nice.
I got 1.
Okay. You meant, and you see Otto disappear.
All right. What am I?
I also got one.
What am
got
I rolling
one.
for? Sorry, I can't keep track.
Roll your
You're gonna-
Gnosis.
Oh, okay.
That's towards the lower part of the character
Yeah.
sheet.
Okay. So, difficulty 6.
Yes.
5.
No, 5. Excuse me.
5. Okay.
5. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Mm,
Okay.
That's rough.
Wait a
So.
minute,
Yeah.
I have the best Gnosis, and I still failed.
And I'm
Par
gonna,
for the course. All
That
right,
goes
let's try
sometimes.
this again.
I'm gonna check Mother's Dream. Okay, Mother's Dream just disappears and slips through.
wow.
All
Uh,
right, Brian does it on
Brian?
his second try. Yep.
Okay, all right, Alice, you're standing there. I'm just ruling that the
Mhm.
Braveridge just all got in. So
Okay.
okay, so
So I
Alice
can
is
try it
standing
Roll
again.
for all of them.
I'll try it again.
No, I didn't roll. I just said they get in. So.
I'm
All
not
right,
doing well at all.
Nailed
No,
it
you
on the
got it.
second try.
I did?
You got it on the second
Yes.
try.
Yeah,
Yep,
you got it on the
10.
second try. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, when you get inside, it is still dark, but the temperature seems much colder here than it was already cold to begin with. But now that you're in the spirit world, for some reason, it seems even colder. The landscape ahead of you looks the same, except you hear just a little bit of laughter from ahead of you. And Otto, and anybody who experienced, actually all of you at some point, talk to some of these ice elementals. It sounds like their voices.
Ugh, great.
Fun times.
Mm.
Moving forward, you do get to what looks like none of you were here outside the Umbra. So what you see here is looks like an open pit. like the walk, like the cavern pathway kind of just leads to a pit. And it looks like there's like kind of like a guardrail around it, but in the Umbra, the guardrail is all made of wood, and it's all frosted. And you hear the voices down from this pit.
Gonna have to take a look, see what's in there.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's the winter spirits or the ice spirits.
Okay.
And they're probably literally poking the bear.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
No.
Okay. Give me
Brian will go look.
okay. Give me a perception and investigation roll then, and it will be difficulty 6.
Hold on. It's not letting me click. I don't know why. Okay. I don't have any investigation, so this will straight up be perception.
Okay.
And 6 roll.
Okay.
1 success.
It's dark.
Yeah. All right,
Can
it's dark
I
down
give it
there.
a
Can't
shot?
see anything. Can
Yeah.
anybody with better eyes get a better look at this?
Yeah. Anybody else want to give it a try?
Yes, I will give it a shot.
Sure.
So perception investigation.
Yes, please.
Okie doke.
Oof. All right.
4 successes.
Okay.
There you go.
Your vision allows you to see that this pit does have a bottom about 20. You're guessing maybe 20 feet down onto a hard icy floor. You don't see any figures, but you know that there is a bottom to this. There is what looks like a ladder from your level down to there, but it looks like it's made out of like twigs. It's really shaky and not really safe looking.
Looks like the bottom's about 2 stories down or so. I also see a ladder, but it doesn't look super reliable.
All right. Well, we got to get down there. I think we can hear the spirit things down there, right?
Mhm.
Okay. We got to go down there. I think the spirits are trying to poke this bear.
Oh, that's not good.
No. I'll volunteer to try the ladder.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah.
In
I-
Hispo?
No, we'll have to
That'd be
change.
a feat.
Again,
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure. So.
yeah, I'm not sure how well that would work. So trying to go down a
Welcome to
ladder with
try.
4 legs. Yeah, no. As a Hamid born, I'm not comfortable in this form anyway. So, all right, let's change back. Why is that not working? Oh, there we go.
Oof.
That was better. All right, so 3 successes. I got
For shape change?
Here.
No.
No, I got
you got 0
0.
successes. Yeah.
So I got 6 dice and I got 0. No, I didn't. Lord. All right.
While
again.
are you shifting back to Hamid?
There we go. Now I got Jesus.
4.
3-0 again. Oh no, there it is. 4.
But
4.
you-
I'm
you-
looking
yeah,
at the
you-
wrong line.
Yeah.
All right.
You got 4 successes this time.
I gotta definitely work on that primal urge. All right. So going back to Hamid, I will then try the ladder.
Okay.
There's the wolf forms. There we go.
All right. It creaks.
There we go. Okay. I've got no choice. We have to get down here.
Okay.
So he's going
all
to keep
right.
going.
Okay. Are you gonna try to like slide down the ladder? Are you like putting your feet on the steps? Trying to.
You know what?
We'll see what your approach is gonna be.
He was trained as a paramedic. No, you know what? He'll try it. He'll try the stairs. I'm not a firefighter. I'm a paramedic.
Yeah. Okay.
So he'll try the stairs. He'll try it the
I'm a
easy
werewolf,
way.
Jim, not a damn paramedic. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Dex and athletics, please. Difficulty 7.
Okay. Athletics. Stop that. There we go. Telling me I can't click the thing. Then it works the second time.
Weird.
2 successes.
Okay. Taking your time, you get about halfway down. One of the steps breaks under your feet.
Okay.
But you eventually manage to get down.
Okay. So watch that X number step. It's a doozy.
Okay.
Brian, once he's down there, wants to take a look around, see if there's a way, another exit out of here.
Not that you can tell. All you see is that the tunnel kind of continues into another direction.
Okay.
It's very dark now. Now you really
Yeah.
can't. You're
need
back in
lights.
Hamid, so you can't see shit now. So
Yeah.
you're
Need
more
lights.
sensing. Yeah.
Bring down, throw down the light, or bring down the light. Somebody come down with light.
Diana, I think you have to switch back. To,
Yeah.
Glabro or
Let me-
Hamid. So
Do you want me to roll for that to switch into Glabro?
yeah.
Okay.
I think I will also be doing that.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
good idea.
It took me twice, but I
What
got
else
it.
is in there?
Oh,
That's a lot of pink dice.
Jesus.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Diana rolled a 4.
Yeah. All right. Nope. No challenge. You.
Oh, I don't know what I just did, but that's not
Mhm.
what I meant to
that's-
do.
Roll to remain active. Okay. No.
Yeah. What are we rolling? Sorry.
Trying to
You-
shape change.
Yeah, you're gonna try to shape change either into Hamid or Glabro, depending on
Okay,
your choices.
I'm doing Glabro,
Okay.
and I don't know how many dice I'm supposed to roll.
4 successes, so I'm changing to Glabro.
You're just gonna click on the wolf icon, the shape change.
Yeah.
Choose Glabro or
Yep.
which one you want, and then
Yeah,
click
that's
the
fine.
little
The dice thing?
you choose which one you
Sorry.
want.
Yeah,
okay.
I've picked Glabro.
and then click on roll for shape change over
Roll
to
for
the
shape
right,
change.
Yep.
Okay.
and then it's gonna be difficulty
Over on the right. Hold on. There we go.
It'll be difficulty 7.
7?
Yeah,
Okay.
It'll be that way by default.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
Did it work?
No.
She's just having the worst time.
Yeah. She's kind of stuck in her form for right now.
Yeah.
Diana, you're able to toss down the flashlight to Brian. He catches it. We're not gonna play that
Yeah.
game.
All right.
Got that.
Do I need to roll again?
Yeah. Try it one more time.
Unless you want
Okay.
to jump. I don't advise it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try again. 7? Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay, good.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Now.
We're all doing better on the second time,
Yeah,
I swear.
Now, trying the ladder. Are you going to
Yeah.
try? You all try the ladder, or are you going to jump?
Realistically, would we take damage from the jump in our current forms?
Glabro or Hamid? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Reno's
ladder.
Wolves.
probably not. I mean,
Ladder's
Glabro
probably
maybe
good,
not,
yeah.
but
Yeah. Can
It all depends on your
I-
stamina.
yeah.
In my Glabro form,
Mhm.
can I don't want to just like jump straight. I don't trust the ladder.
But you could,
but I don't
kind of like slide down. Like
I don't want
I
to
was
like
offered.
jump. I don't want to like jump straight in. But can I like because like the walls are like ice, right?
Mhm.
Can
And the
can I like as I'm like falling, sort of like dig my claws into the wall, to sort of like slow my descent?
You can. Yeah. Yep.
That's a good idea.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That would be probably strength and athletics to be
Sweet.
able to kind of grab onto the wall and kind of slide down. Which actually is a very unique approach.
You know
Four
what?
successes.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And that's exactly what he does. He kind of jumps forward almost, or kind of dives forward, and is able to kind of grab his claws and kind of slow himself down. To with 4 successes, you land gracefully.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diana's planning to take the ladder, but is fully prepared to copy Otto if it happens to break.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's Alice gonna do? Same thing? Or?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. So you're gonna click on athletics.
Okay, let me find the character sheet again. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. Sheet. That's not it. Sorry. I'm having trouble with the interface.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out like where am I at here. That's not it. That's not it. Hold on. Nope, I think I just lost it entirely.
Okay. I'll roll it.
I think I just completely lost it. It just
That's okay.
it opened another tab and
I'll roll it for you.
okay, thank you.
Yep.
Just do that.
Alice gets 2 successes. She attempts to do what Otto does, not quite as gracefully. She kind of bangs into the wall a little bit, and then kind of comes down on her hip, but is not injured.
Okay,
So
good.
gets up. Okay. Now Diana was in Glabro or Hana?
Glabro, yes.
Okay. You're taking the ladder?
Yes, but fully like prepared to like grab onto the wall if it breaks
Okay.
with their claws.
It's well, it's gonna be one or the other.
I'll take the ladder.
Okay.
Diana
all right.
doesn't have a lot of physical strength.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So it's gonna be Dex and Athletics then. Difficulty 7.
Never mind. Can I go back to the strength option? I have a better chance because that would be a
That's
1
fine.
die compared to
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. I was gonna say you're gonna be better off just trying the strength and athletics.
Yeah. 6, correct?
Mhm.
3 successes.
Okay. It's actually 7, but you still would have. No, you would have only got 2, but okay.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You similar to Alice. You leap out, manage to scratch. You're kind of scratching your way down. Maybe kind of land kind of on your ankle, but you're not hurt because your Glabro form is helping you to manage. Okay. Well, let's see how Mother's Dream does. I believe she is in Glabro, but yep, she's already in Glabro. All right. Let's see how she does. So she's going to do the same thing because everybody made it look so easy. So,
Oh, poor.
Oh no.
Can I prepare to catch her if she
Oh.
needs that?
I was also about to say, can we prepare
Yeah,
that?
you might need to do that. Yeah.
she botched.
Oh.
Aw.
So she leaps out, panics, grabs the ladder with one of her claws, and it snaps. And then as she comes tumbling down, who is going to try to catch her?
Me, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strength and athletics, really.
Okay, athletics, strength.
Looks like I need to get my athletics up for
Aw.
season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
4 successes.
Okay. You like catching a foul ball.
Mhm.
You managed to catch her,
Okay.
but in her clumsiness, unfortunately, she grabbed part of the ladder and broke part of it.
Mm.
Like broke
Oh.
off part of the top. So, and she
Getting
she,
out of here is going to be difficult.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, I'm so sorry. I'm still not used to this.
I know.
walking."
It's okay.
So how did the Brave Ridge fare?
They are going to do the same as the rest of you, except they are going to do it from Krenos form. They're all switching over to Krenos.
I was half tempted.
Yep. And to speed things up, we're going to say they all do the same thing: that leap, grab onto the wall, slide down. For the most part, they manage to do it successfully. So, Chainbreaker looks up and he's like, "That's going to be a hell of a jump up."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
guess we'll worry about that part on the way out.
Yeah.
I kind of gotta.
Yeah, we got to move forward at this point.
Okay. Diana, or no, excuse me, Brian has the flashlight now. As you look forward now with the flashlight, you see some shadows moving, kind of thin figures kind of darting around. You hear the laughter of the ice elementals.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Probably about 15, 20 feet ahead of you.
Okay, well, we'll keep moving forward. Do we want to call them out? I don't know how we fight spirits, per se. I've only dealt with...
Yeah, I don't know how to fight spirits either, but they clearly know we're here, and we know that they're there, so...
All right, let's move in then. See if they come after us.
Okay.
If they do, then we'll have to fight back. But we may have to drive the spirits off. Is what I'm afraid of.
Yeah. Before we get into the next thing, let me see what I have to do to activate my Fangs of Judgment.
Okay.
Just in case I need to fight.
I have one gift that can do something to a single spirit, but I have a feeling we're going to be dealing with a lot of spirits.
Probably.
Yeah.
One thing you do notice, and Brian had heard it previously, but now you all hear it because you're in the Umbra. You hear this loud snoring.
Oh, well, that's good. He's still asleep.
Loud snoring. But every now and then there's kind of a like it kind of stops and there's kind of a cough and
is the bear having sleep apnea? That's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yes, probably being caused by these spirits.
Yeah. I will go ahead and spend the willpower to gain Fangs of Judgment for the next 24 hours.
Okay. All right.
I don't think my razor claws are going to help in this particular instance, so I'm not going to activate those.
Okay. All right. Moving forward, the Braveridge are kind of flanking you. The caverns, the tunnel is probably about 10 feet wide, so it's still with all these wolves in here. I mean, it's still tight quarters, but they're kind of in a kind of a V, kind of flanking you. You do get to a spot where kind of the tunnel, the path kind of descends a little bit, curves a little bit, and from here you can now clearly see there's about 8 elementals, kind of running back and forth. You can't tell if they're looking for something or kind of what they're doing. But they're manic now. They're where they were, kind of excitable before. Now they're kind of all over the place.
So I think we have to get these spirits out of here. I think that at a minimum they're disrupting the bear's sleep. If they're not actively poking it, their presence here is disturbing him. I don't know how we can get rid of these spirits other than I have one gift that'll trap a spirit, but all it will do is like slow it down, kind of weaken it. I'm not very good at it. I don't know what else we can do to fight the spirits in here, but we need to drive them out, I think.
Okay.
Or kill them or send them packing, get them away from this bear. But I haven't the slightest idea how to do that. Braveridge, do any of you know how to fight spirits? We're in the Umbra, but I don't know how we combat them or drive them away.
Moon Eye will say that they have physical form here, so they can be injured.
Good to know.
They can be injured here. They're not going to truly die, but we can kind of remove them from the picture. Not that she would really use that term.
Right.
Remove them from the frame of reference here.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm all for that. I think we need to get these spirits out of here.
All right.
Otto, this is your moment to shine.
Sweet. Okay. Well, in that case, then I will shift into Krenos form.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will activate my razor claws.
Okay. And Chainbreaker is going to shift as well.
I think Diana is also going to change into a more combat focused form.
Okay.
I
The roof is
succeed
not
in
that high in
changing.
here, so you're still kind of
Be
hunched
careful.
over.
We don't have a lot of room to maneuver.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Now, since Diana's smaller than the others, can she handle going into Krynos?
Yeah. I mean, her
Okay.
Krynos form might be shorter than the
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
Puppy
I just-
form.
Yeah.
Towering over a
puppy.
normal person.
Yeah, everybody else going into these big forms, and Diana's
Mhm.
just like, I'm the size of a dire wolf now. But yeah, let me roll for that shape change.
Mhm.
Brian's going to stay in, what did I say, Hamid? I forgot what I changed into.
I think it's in Hamid. Yeah, he went back to
Yeah,
Hamid.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because I wanted to...
Look at us popping off when we need to pop off.
We'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Now it's time to fight. Everything's going to come up
No.
roses.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to say this, Otto. Please don't have another vampire moment when you keep botching while having like 20 dice.
Oh,
I
no.
hope that I don't do that.
I will never let you live that down.
Look,
All right. I'll
I
cry.
know
Go get them,
look,
Ray.
it shames me every time.
Aw.
Okay, I know.
Go get him, Otto.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I guess I will listen for the cackling and launch myself with my razor claws towards the nearest ice elemental.
Okay. I am not going to worry right now as much about initiative, because you guys kind of have the drop on them.
Yeah.
Technically, yes, we ought to be rolling initiative and getting everybody in order. I think you kind of have the drop on them, but
Yeah.
I'm going to let Otto
Lead the fray.
lead the fray. Yeah, I mean, there's about 8 of
Okay.
them just kind of running around.
I think that's an actual gift.
There is. There's one called Spirit of the
Oh.
Fray, or at least
Spirit
there
of the
is-
Fray. That was
Yeah.
it. Fred used to love that one.
Yeah, it meant you went first in combat always. So, but yeah, you basically have your choice of 1 through 8,
Sweet.
unless you want to dive into try 2 of them. Let me know what you want to do.
I guess I will go for
Oh.
I'll go with 1 for the moment.
Okay.
And my razor claws.
Okay.
Let me roll at a -1 difficulty, and I get 2 extra dice.
Okay. Strength, and brawl.
Roll.
Oof.
Oh, that's a
Oh
lot.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
10 successes.
Okay.
Jeez.
You have wiped them all out.
I annihilate them all in an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna roll. When you leap on the first one, I mean their forms are made of ice. I mean, so there is no blood. So they do shatter when you get them. So I'm gonna say with that many successes, you probably hit. Definitely, you like shredded number 1. Maybe hit like number 2. And that is like when they kind of screech. They're like, ah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, following Otto's lead, Diana will attempt to, go after number 3.
Okay. All right. Strength and brawl.
Yay, my training with mountain runner is gonna come in handy.
There you go.
Fingers crossed.
Mhm.
Well, if I hit, I do 2 extra points of damage if they
Ah.
fallen from their original
Yep,
purpose.
yep.
8 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
Very.
to see it.
Yep.
Love
Very
to see
similar.
it.
Very similar. You're tearing up number 3. It's almost like smashing through icicles, like very hard icicles, but they kind of screech when you hit them. So number 3 like explodes. Mother's Dream is going to shout, or shout suggest sounds almost should we try to just get past them while they're getting torn up? Should the rest of us try to get past them?
That was
Uh,
that's Brian's plan is while the fighters are dealing with them, hey, in the chaos, I'm going to slip on through.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds
Diana
good.
will
Yeah.
give
Sounds
the
like a
nod
stellar
of
plan.
approval.
yeah. Because I know Brian, you rolled your spirit trap.
Yeah, I was going to say trap one of them to see what happens to it, because I haven't used this gift yet, and
Okay.
then kind of just shift around the edges of the combat area, moving
Okay.
moving ahead.
Okay. We are going to.
Yeah, sounds like a stellar plan. Fighters stay, everybody else goes for
Goes.
the girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Chainbreaker jumps in, hits number 4.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you guys are just tearing them up. The rest of you, if you want to slip past, kind of dodging and weaving through
Right. Right.
through raging werewolves, you can get past.
Good.
Moving forward, the tunnel, and Brian obviously has to be there because he has the flashlight.
Mhm.
Kind of coming down. The path is very slippery now, so you're going to need make a dex and excuse me. Dex and survival roll to get down this this incline.
Difficulty.
7.
So, okay.
So that would be for Alice and for
Okay.
Brian.
Dexterity and
Survival.
survival. I think I did it backwards again. Hold on.
How does willpower work here? Because I want to try to.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like with vampire. You can
there's
you can
survival.
basically get like an like another die, I think, to
Yeah.
roll.
I
It
have it
used to be
pulled
like an
up.
automatic, or you could make it an automatic success. I think.
So
is-
spending a willpower point as an action, give and play 1 extra success on a roll.
yeah,
What
Okay,
only
that's
one
what I
point
wanna
can be
do.
spent.
yeah,
A willpower can also completely negate any effect of a botched roll.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to roll. See what happens. Why does it
Yeah.
say nah?
Not applicable.
Not applicable. Nah.
I haven't seen that.
All right. So I didn't see any dice roll.
Nor did I.
I rolled some, but I don't know what
you-
numbers.
Try it
yeah, you did it.
Dex?
It just says
Oh, it
fail.
did?
Fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Sure.
see anything, so I was like wondering
No,
what
I
happened. All right, so
didn't
I'll
either.
spend the willpower to get 1 success.
Okay, that worked. Yeah, you slip on your ass, but you don't completely kill yourself. You more kind of just slide down this tunnel.
Yeah. Pull your pants down and slide on the ice. Whoops.
Yep. Mother's Dream has got to try to do the same thing to get down there.
And just for me and Otto's thing, if we get injured during any time this, we can spend a willpower to ignore the penalty for injuries.
Sweet.
You guys managed to really just tear the rest of them up. It's going to take you about they are actually not very tough at all.
I mean,
and-
apparently not.
Yeah, and they are not used to you know,
Werewolves.
Getting
Werewolves, yeah.
ravaged,
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
ravaged horribly by
Yeah, yeah.
Crinos.
You think the wild made them bolder, but they weren't.
I have
very-
no doubt.
They weren't very tough to begin with, though. So yeah, so
Right.
yeah, you just tear through them. Not much of a challenge. Alice, did you? Okay, you
I
got
did
one.
roll.
Yeah, good. Okay. Yep. Good. You got 1 success. You managed to carefully get down, kind of slipping and sliding, but
fine.
you don't quite go on your ass like he did. And Mother's
That's all right.
Dream, Mother's Dream kind of is able to kind of dig her hands into the sides and kind of gets herself down. The Brave Ridge stop fighting, and Chainbreaker says to Otto, "All right, you two go ahead and get to the bear. We'll stay here in case any more elementals show up."
All right,
Yeah.
be careful. Not that you need to be.
Yeah, Diana will look, just being like, "You guys got this. I trust you." Can I roll leadership to bolster them in their defenses, defending the entrance?
They don't need it.
That statement.
You
Okay.
don't need it.
Okay, fair.
No, Chainbreaker would roll better than you probably. So, but he's
That's true.
kind of shrugs like, "We're good." So,
Diana's not the best fighter,
No,
but like
no,
out of the
no.
4 of us, it's Diana and Otto. But yeah, we'll head out.
Okay. Same thing. I need a dex and survival to get down this this icy decline.
I may or may not be spending a willpower. I have 2 die.
Well, I got 0 successesses, so I will also be spending a willpower.
I will also
Yeah,
be spending a willpower.
Oh no.
Our attack's not very dexterous.
No.
No.
Oh, this is also difficult terrain.
Ice though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not many of us have survival either. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one thing Mother's Dream has. She has 3 dots in survival. So.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
2
Oh,
dots in
I've got
survival.
2. Yeah.
I have 0.
Brian's got 1.
Okay.
Oh my.
All right. All right.
We're
You,
not outdoorsy people.
Yeah.
with one success, you kind of slip and slide a little bit, but you get down there. Flashing the flashlight ahead, you come across a large freaking creature. It is a bear, but in what you assume is maybe their Krynos form. This thing is not quite squeezed all the way into the back of this tunnel. Judging by its look, if it could stand up in here, it probably would be 16 feet tall. Its form is brown with some bits of gray around its claws, but it seems to be sleeping soundly as far as you can tell.
Wow.
But deep.
Okay.
I mean, to the point where it's like air is like rushing over you, the way this thing is breathing.
What do we do?
Oh, since it said it
Jeffrey.
might.
So
Since they said it might work out, can I roll sense of the worm to see if I can feel any like dark energies in this room or around the bear? Once he stopped dying.
You can certainly roll sense of the worm or sense.
This
of the worm.
is the first time I should actually pass this check.
I promise at some point you will face something that is worm tainted, so that you can go, I sense the worms. Just the first 2 seasons.
Season 3 is when sense of the worm is
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
in.
yeah, nothing.
Season 3 is when the worm comes back with a vengeance.
No,
You just
it
want me
is.
to put it as difficulty 6?
I'm going to tell you, you're not going to sense worm.
Okay.
I'm just don't even
Nothing
bother.
bad.
You're not going to
Nothing
sense
bad.
it.
Telling you right
I-
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
So
go ahead.
no, I'm just saying the bear's asleep still. That's good.
You can tell.
We don't
yeah.
want it to. Yeah, we don't want it to wake up. Diana, you didn't sense any worm taint or any worm contamination or whatever. There's nowhere to run, so to speak, or look around in here because the bear is taking up all of the cavern.
Yeah.
So what else is potentially going on in here? I'm curious.
You can try to see if there's any other spirits around. The good thing with this is you don't need to roll that because you'd see if there was any other spirits. You don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out to see using my spirit speech and see if anything answers in the nearby vicinity. I'm not gonna holler, scream, and shout. I don't know how that affects the bear, but I
might
will
be
try
wise
to.
not to.
Hello? Anyone here? Anyone here? Gotta look around the bear's, location. See if anything's hiding nearby.
You do sense owl.
Ah.
And
Hello, Owl.
And they appear and they're like, "You've done well, Pathfinders." And they're whispering.
Brian will also whisper immediately, like, "Oh, thank you very much. We are grateful to serve."
It would seem the crazed ice elementals did not reach the bear and did not wake him up.
I suspected that that's what they were going to end up doing.
It seemed fortuitous that you cut them to small shreds.
I thought that was probably safest.
Just
It would remove the threat entirely.
storyteller note: if you guys had said you went by yourselves without the Brave Ridge, then it would have been a much harder fight.
Yeah.
If it had been just you guys, then yeah, we would have. It would have been a harder
Otto's
fight.
our only real combatant. Let's be real. Jen and I do not. We're like the Zook tribe.
Hey.
Diana has a pretty strong pool herself.
We don't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't fight.
Diana's
not
more.
Diana. I meant Alice. Alice.
Yeah.
Oh, Alice, yeah.
Alice and I, don't really fight.
Diana
We're
had
going to
martial
the-
arts training before this, and is just now learning how to fight hand to hand.
Yeah. Brian, no. I mean, he has one dot of brawl from occasionally having to wrestle patients back down onto the gurney. That's about it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you should see some of the tweakers that Paige and her partners have had to deal with. So.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
Yeah. While Brian's talking to Owl, can Diana attempt something?
Sure.
It's not going to be the best roll, but can,
Hesitation.
just from like a distance, can Diana roll perception medicine to make sure the sleeping bear looks healthy, there's no injuries, we didn't miss anything?
Sure.
Okay.
Difficulty 7.
Wonderful. And I'm not the best at perception or medicine, and they're my lowest in knowledge and mental checks.
Okay.
Well, then you'll see nothing.
Probably. Let's be honest.
Well, didn't Alice go and get some? Oh wait, was that you on the bears? Somebody was looking
I
at bears.
did bear studies.
Okay.
2
Okay.
on perception medicine.
Best you can tell, it looks healthy.
Okay.
It is a creature that has slept for hundreds of years, and apparently is still asleep.
Mhm.
Excellent.
All right. If you had botched, it would have gone much differently.
Oh, wow.
So-
Well,
That's why I was
That's
asking.
what
are you
willpower is
sure?
for.
this is
Yeah.
what willpower is for.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why we have it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't know that we have any small mice to thank Owl with us. But we
Diana
will
goes
definitely
in
make
their
sure.
bag and pulls out a mouse.
There you go.
You forgot Diana keeps these in their bag in case we run into owls.
There you go. Well, sacrifice the mouse to Owl, and let's carefully back out of here. Let's not wake the bear,
Yeah.
and just everybody slowly back up. Getting out of here is going to be problematic, though, with that ladder busted.
You come back through. You tell the Brave Ridge what happened. Yeah,
Mhm.
you get back to the pit. Again, it is 20 feet up. So, well,
It's just-
yeah, that's about the only way you're gonna be able to do it. Or
Clever-
Krinos try to jump
Yeah.
straight
Jump
up.
or
wow.
climb.
No, I guess I
Yeah.
could try that.
This is a really dumb question. Does anyone have anything in ritual in the party?
In rituals,
Um,
I do not.
In ritual, like the
know.
dots, the dice, or
Other
actual
Yes.
rituals?
Like in the stat.
Mother
Oh, I
Goose
do. I have 2.
dots.
And Brian
yeah,
has 2 dots.
Yeah,
I just
so,
don't have many rituals.
yeah,
Is that under gifts and rights, or?
No, it's
No,
under
it's
knowledges,
knowledges.
under
Yeah.
abilities.
Diana has been studying up on occult in history, so I feel like would you say it's arguable she knows understands what the basic rites are? Like in
She's not
Garu.
theurge, so no.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
I
was going to suggest-
I might have entertained it, but no.
As
Well,
the theurge, I was gonna say you can do a protection ritual, which is a level 1 ritual to sanctify a place.
Yeah, well, I don't have that. I haven't learned that yet. I've been busy
and the
doing
Wi-Fi
other
is
things.
really shitty here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
I
so
can conduct moots. I can, open a cairn, which we're not really in a cairn, although we might be. I'm not really willing to risk that.
Mhm.
And I can make talismans. So
Well,
none
I
of
guess
that
I'm gonna-
applies here.
I guess I'm gonna jump out of the hole.
Okay. Are you
The human occupied landfill? What?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I have
wow.
an urge to theurge. That's right. Okay. Go ahead. Yep. I'd say strength and athletics.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay.
Difficulty.
Oh, I gotta
7.
add that.
Okay,
There we
figured.
go.
So
Oh,
strength
look
and
at that.
athletics.
All right. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
4 successes.
Okay. Brian got 2. Okay.
No, that was me trying to change shape.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
with-
was
with-
gonna try that too.
With 4, yeah, you jump up,
Athletics.
grab the edge, and do a pull up,
Alright.
and come back out.
What's our
Okay.
difficulty to climb
So
out?
instinctually
7.
wants to howl, but he holds it in.
Yeah.
I went to Krenos to try to do the jump thing because strength.
Same,
Yeah.
same kind of thing. Similar.
Yeah.
Jump up.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Once I'm up on
Just
top,
marker
I
me.
do want to shift back to Hamid. Again.
Alice, you jump up and you get like 1 claw on the thing.
Brian will help
And
her
then you're
up.
kind of hanging by like 1 claw.
Like hanging, gonna help me.
Brian
Yeah,
grabs her and helps her up.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And Diana got
Okay.
4. Okay. Similar. She just
Why is
pulls
it doing
herself
that?
Mm.
I don't know. It's it's rolling twice for a lot of things for me, and I'm not sure why.
I think it's lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
No worries.
Okay.
But once I help her up, then I will change shape again and back to Hamid to head
Yeah, I'll
out.
probably
Okay.
do the same thing.
Mhm.
Go back to Hamid.
Braveridge are going to
Yeah, my
follow
sheet
you.
crashed.
And
There we go.
you guys are going to leave the leave the cave.
Yes, we're not hanging around here. We don't necessarily belong here, in Brian's opinion.
Okay.
We did a job to help keep the bear asleep. That job is done. We don't need to hang out and chill here.
Mhm.
We can go back home for that.
Okay.
Yep.
Pack heads back to the cairn. You successfully made sure that the bear has stayed asleep. The storm has passed, so your assumption would be that the ice elementals are going to start to chill out
Dissipate.
a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't know what. Yeah, I know. I couldn't resist. But you don't know what the
It's okay, I
permanent
thought the same
effect-
thing.
You don't know what the permanent effect will be to
No.
all the spirits, and to the really to the world in general. But
This wild
you-
storm did lots of made some changes.
yes, yeah. So basically, it has changed the world. You each are going to gain some renown for your actions.
Ooh.
Oh.
You will gain, and this is you're just going to click the temporary dot, the circles. You're going to each gain 1 glory,
And glory.
2 honor, and a wisdom.
Hold on.
Let's scroll that down.
1 glory, 2 honor.
Yep, 2 honor
And 1
a
wisdom.
And a wisdom, yes.
Okay, got it.
Ooh.
It's conferred through a ceremony at the cairn.
Right.
Um,
Our leaders,
yes,
Yeah.
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 but-
Or Brian may conduct the moot rite, whatever.
Yeah.
But that you successfully completed this. You successfully worked with another pack who were kind of losing their shit at times, but
Yeah.
for the most part maintained your cool. So that is kind of what you've been rewarded for that.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
okay.
Diane, who is? I'm gonna ask this since do we have the rights giver of the elder pack nearby?
Halima would be.
Okay.
That's one thing that's going to come up because there are a couple open positions essentially
Yeah.
at the Sept, and some of the Braveridge might want to apply for those. But for the
Yeah.
moment, Halima would be kind of the. Let me
Yeah, cool.
let me get back up to the Sept.
Mhm.
Yeah, she would be. She's a master of the right at the moment.
Okay.
so.
Yeah. Diana. After we've had like our like dedication of like leveling up, Diana's gonna look at Halima
Mhm.
and be like, I believe the other pack has earned their stay in keep. If there is a right or passage like we had to do, I believe they've earned their spots here.
Well, They actually already did their rite of passage.
Yeah.
But she agrees. She says yes. They've acted honorably as well. And I believe they can stay as a member of the Sept if they choose to.
Septs usually have multiple packs, though,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this Sept had several, but a lot of them died.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Okay.
them died, so you guys are essentially now repopulating the Sept.
Okay, that's
So
okay. Cool. I want to
with
make sure
that
that was
work-
right still.
with Hylena's approval and Diana as the Alpha Pathfinder both giving them approval to stay, Diana, during our celebration, Diana is also going to give out a Hala celebration for the other pack, welcoming them fully into the Karen.
Okay. Everybody howls.
Mhm.
A woo.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly. You do. Yeah, you guys will probably spend the rest of the day there. But once the roads open up in a couple days, you guys will be able to head back and kind of continue life as normal.
As normal
Just-
as it gets for
As
werewolves.
normal as it
Yeah,
gets, yes.
just to say it, Diana did make her pack their favorite desserts, but also, what if that's Chainbreaker, what his pack likes for treats?
Probably rabbits and game. Yeah.
Do we have any game in the fridge?
Not really. There was enough. There's probably, and they really don't even need it in the fridge. You can just keep it outside.
Yeah, that's true.
There's probably like at least half of a deer that somebody hunted down. So
Cool.
they've been nibbling on that here and there.
Cool. The Pathfinders get what they want, and Diana's like, for the rest of you, you guys seem to be more wolf-like, so have the other half of the deer as the reward that I promised, I guess.
Okay.
You guys want some hot chocolate? Oh, I don't have chocolate. You guys were born lupus.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes dogs and wolves sick. So, they like to live dangerously. So,
Yeah,
Not
surprising. Not surprising.
Yeah.
but is there anything you guys would do here in the day or so that you kind of have to hang out before you are free to leave and head back to civilization, as it were?
I'd say. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I think Diana is doing a bit more combat practice with Mountain Runner, studying up a little bit more what she can from the Karen, and actually, if Chainbreaker would allow, also spend some time learning from Chainbreaker to be a better leader, getting some another perspective on how to be a leader.
Okay. Yeah, he's impressed by her. That for somebody her age, that she's kind of stepped into this role, and is doing well. So, and now that he kind of knows Mountain Runner a little bit, he's kind of like, he really took you on as kind of a as kind of a student, like you're Hamid.
Yeah, he does really hate people who are Hamid. That is one thing.
He's not as bad as
He's not as bad as Moon Eye.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Moon Eye.
I hate to say it, Moon Eye, she is your stereotypical Red Talon.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
hates humans. Mountain Runner is distrustful, but you've earned a lot of you've all learned a lot of respect in his eyes. So
Diana would have just gone like, yeah, he's not the most, but when you kind of when you're a pup and kind of look at him and just say instantly, "Fuck you," he kind of gains respect for you pretty quickly, learning that you have the gall, but also listen, he might be grumpy, but in all honesty, he's a big softy, and I've got him to turn Hamid for at least 3 hours once. So.
Wow.
And Diana will go in their phone because I made a note of this in season 1. I'll show Chainbreaker now in Runner's, Hamid form. Diana took advantage of that one time.
I can't believe you got that. So.
Oh, it's only because, something I've learned about red talons, they really don't like to be proven wrong at times. So I just said, if you always you always say I have to be a wolf, I bet he couldn't last 3 hours in a Hamid form. He had to prove me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I think Otto wanted to do something.
Yes. At some point, probably like towards the end of the stay, like before people are able to like actually like leave and like go out and about and all that, he would find Chainbreaker, and just say, "So, how up are you on like human lingo and all that? Like if I word something to you, will you be able to understand it if it's not super direct?"
Yeah, he's I mean, from what you've seen, he's probably the most adept of the pack of speaking human and understanding slang, and he probably lived as a human a little bit. So
all right,
he's like try me. So
yeah. And Otto will just say, "Want to get out of here sometime?"
He goes, for what?
Whatever.
It's like, yeah, maybe. He's like, I have to see what the SEP needs first, though.
Okay, I'll take it. Maybe.
He may not be totally catching it, but is like, yeah, definitely. So,
all right, see you later then, and then he'll walk away.
Okay, Alice.
Alice is gonna go find wherever Mother's Dream went off to and hang out with her.
Okay. Yeah, she's jacked. She's just totally amped over this kind of this latest success by the pack.
Yeah.
She's had a chance now to live as a human, but is still kind of had it also. She's enjoyed being with a pack. That's all lupus, but she's definitely staying with the Pathfinders. You are her family now, and she wants to read more books.
Oh, we can do that.
She says, when we get back, can we read more books?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. Whispers had to drop out. We'll see if they're able to come back before we wrap up.
Okay.
That is kind of where. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Was there anything you want to do kind of before heading back to Civilization?
No. Once he not here at the cairn, but when he does get back, he is going to start trying to look for a job, and possibly at that point also try to deal with the repercussions of what happened when his first change happened. See what happens there, and hopefully maybe the sect can help him mitigate some of those circumstances. We'll see what happens. How bad are things at this point? Because he hasn't been in touch with anybody back home in a while. Not that he was in repeated contact with his parents, because he was out on his own doing his own thing, and but maybe getting word back to his aunt where his kinfolk is through, like, hey, I'm all good. I made the first change. I'm out here in XYZ Seattle area, and everything's cool right now. Just trying to find a way to get a message to her or to kinfolk that he has back in Buffalo.
Okay.
All
right. So I think I want to check with Diana one more time, since you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
After the storm and we get back, I think Diana's gonna finally, after almost 6 months, call her parents.
Okay.
Wow.
Because when she left, she kind of just said, "Fuck you, I hate you, you all die, I hate you all." So, she's calmed down in 6 months. She might actually want to, tell her parents she's not dead.
It's amazing how they grow up.
I feel like it's probably a very heartfelt,
Okay.
conversation of the three of them actually
Okay.
making up. But yeah, I don't think other than studying, going to college, finishing the first year, I think Diana's doing much. Just vibing.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a couple days for life to kind of come back to normal. The streets getting cleaned up and stuff, but you guys do kind of get back into your normal lives, and that's where we're going to leave it for the end of season 2.
Cool.
Again, good job, guys, on facing some new challenges, and kind of overcoming them well. You're working well as a pack. You're defending each other against outsiders, but learning Geru politics. So, and I'm sorry, we gotta.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's awesome.
I will say, compared to season 1, I feel like all of us have found our footing.
Yeah.
Really within the setting.
Yeah. Well, the beginning is always, there's going to be rough patches because you're still trying to find who the characters are
Right.
and all that.
All right. Well, we will be back, folks, for a season 3.
Yay.
And it is going to start, I believe, in July, if I am looking at my calendar correct. So I'll be discussing with the players a little bit about what's going to happen with that. I want to keep it kind of a secret, but I have some surprises, of course, ready.
Apparently, we're fighting the worm, and my abilities will finally be useful.
Don't hold your breath.
But I want to thank everybody who joined the chat tonight. Jeff and Limey. Thank you guys, as always, for joining. And everybody who's watching this video, again, please be sure to give us a like, and come back probably in July. You'll be seeing some more controlled burn from us. So say good night, everybody, and we'll see you all soon.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, babe.
Right.
Bye.